5. We are in the Siddur, and we turn now to page 5, Shalom Aleichem. Ladies? Page number 5, the Shalom Aleichem, page number 5. Ish.
She's outside here.
Page 5, Shalom Aleichem. Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch. Seitchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Turning now to page number 11, Lachuna Ranana. L'chune ranen al Adonai, nari al etzur yishenu, nikad mafanav bitoda, bismirot nari alo, nikad mafanav bitoda, bismirot nari alo. Ki el gadol Adonai umelech gadol al kol Elohim asher beyado mekerei aretz v'toafot harim lo asher beyado mekerei aretz v'toafot harim lo. On page number 12 on the English side. For Adonai is our God, and we are God's flock, sheep in God's caring hands. If only you would listen today to God's voice and not become hard-hearted like the people at Merivah, like that time at Massah in the desert, when your ancestors tried me and tested me, though they had seen what I had wrought. For 40 years I was troubled by that generation, and I said, these are people whose hearts have gone astray. They do not know my way. So in anger I swore they would not enter my rest. This psalm teaches a lesson. What separates us from spiritual rest? What separates us from spiritual rest? Being hard-hearted. We need to soften our hearts. When we soften our hearts, we gain a sense of spiritual calm and ease. That's how we begin the Friday evening service. And we turn to a couple of English song sheets found here. Excuse me.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you open the front flap, the first song is Light These Lights by Debbie Friedman. And I think that when this song was originally written, it was as a meditation over lighting the Shabbat candles. But we're still in the afterglow of Hanukkah candles. So this song definitely pertains. Debbie Friedman's Light These Lights.
Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen. Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to
Turning back to the Siddur on page 21, this is one of the psalms named Mizmor David on page 21. As we mentioned before, this psalm stands out because God's name is mentioned 18 times. And you and I know that when we hear the number 18, medieval playfulness with letters and words comes to mind. And it's a fairly recent, a medieval notion that 18, which corresponds to the word chai, brings life to us in association with, you might say, not even meditation, but just reflecting upon the number 18. So God's name is here 18 times. And even if your Hebrew is a little rusty and you would just glance at page 21, you see the page before you. And God's name stands out because it's the only word in this book that has no vowels. God's name is in a class all by itself, All other Hebrew words have vowels, but not God's name. And that tells us that there's something of a quality that, even though we know it is say Adonai, we can't quite get our mouths and our minds around it. Mizmor on page 21. Mizmor leDavid, havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz, havu l'Adonai kavod shemo, hishtachavu l'Adonai b'hadrat kodesh. Kol Adonai al hamayim, el kavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim. Kol Adonai ba'koach, Kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shaber arazim, Vaishaber Adonai et arzeh halvanon, Vayarkidem kamo egel, Lebanon v'Sirion kamo ven re'emim, Kol Adonai chodse v'havot eish, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, Yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yachol el ayalot, Vayechesof ya'arot, Uvechalo kulo omer kavod, Adonai lamabul yashav, Vayeshev Adonai melech le'olam, Adonai oz li'amo yitein, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. On page 23, the first three stanzas, page 25, the last three stanzas of the Charodi. Lecha dodi lekrat kala, Penei Shabbat dekabela. Lecha dodi lekrat kala, Penei Shabbat dekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmiyanu el hamiyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'Shem Ol Tiferet V'Litila. Lecha dodi lekrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi lekrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lekrat Shabbat lechu v'neilcha, Ki makor habracha merosh mikedem nesucha sov maaseh b'machshavat chila. Lecha dodi lekrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi lekrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha, komitze mitoch hafecha, Rav lach shevet b'yemekabacha, v'yachmol alayich chemla. Lecha dodi lekrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Thanks for joining us. Lecha dodi lekrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Page 25. והיו למשיסה שוסייך, ורחקו כל מבלייך, יסיס עלייך אלוהייך, כמסוס חתן על כלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תעריצי. אל יריש בן פרצי, ונשמחה ונגילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בלך, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. We are seated, and I apologize, I couldn't find the song sheet, but you'll follow along with this. Gadiel, this is the Hine Matov. In just a minute, let me introduce it. So this song is by Sue Hurwitz, and the central part of it is Hine Matov, which teaches the message of it's good just to be together. We just rose a moment ago symbolically welcoming the spirit of Sabbath. Shabbat's now here. So in order to say how important is Shabbat is here, first we've got to say, hey, let's pay attention to each other. Hine Matov is a little bit of Hebrew, a little bit of English. Hine Matov.
Hine matov, hine Umanaim, umanaim, sheberachim, sheberachim, gam yachad. Hine matov, umanaim, umanaim, sheberachim, sheberachim, gam yachad.
In the Siddur, turning to page number 28, the end of the Psalm for Shabbat, page number 28 on the English side. The last three stanzas on page 28. As my enemies gather against me, my gaze remains steady, for my ears listen and hear. The righteous flourish like the date palm, thrive like a cedar in Lebanon, planted in the house of Adonai. They flourish in our God's courtyards. In old age they remain fruitful, still fresh and bountiful, proclaiming Adonai is upright, my rock in whom there is no flaw. Tzadik katamar yifrach kerez balvanon yiska shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenovon beseva tishenim verananim yeyu lehagid ki ashar Adonai tzuri v'lo avlatabo. Please now rise as we turn to page 39A, the official beginning of the evening service on page 39A. As soon as the Borchu, we rise, page 39A, the Borchu. Borchu, Borchu. Baruch Adonai Baruch Leolam Vaed. And we are seated. The first bracha on the English side, page 39A. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the days to vision, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tzvaot is your name, living and ever-present God. May your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. Umariyam umevi laila, umavdio ben yom ben laila Adonai Tzvaot shmo, el chai v'kayam, tamidim lo chalein olam voed. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv aravim. On page number 40, the English side, the second bracha. With timeless love, you have loved your people, the house of Israel. You have taught us Torah and mitzvot, statutes and laws. Therefore, Adonai our God, as we lie down and as we rise up, we shall speak of your laws, rejoicing in the words of your Torah and in your mitzvot forever and ever. For they are our life and the fullness of our days, and on them we shall meditate day and night. Do not ever withdraw your love from us. Baruch atah Adonai, who loves the people Israel. Va'ahavatecha al tasir mimenu la'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shma's on page 41. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'yavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lavavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al lavavecha v'shinantam lavanecha v'dibarta bam b'shiftecha b'veitecha uvalechtecha v'derech uv'shachbecha v'kumecha ukishartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha oktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'sharecha. A few moments of silence, the Hebrew, the English, or the commentary on page 42. Adonai Elohechem Emet. On page 44 on the English side. Stay here. Then Moses, Miriam, and the people, Israel, joyfully sang to you, U'malchuto b'ratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe u'Miriam u'vnei Yisrael lecha anu shira b'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam. Who is like you, Adonai, among the mighty? Who is like you, adorned in holiness, revered in praise, working wonders? Mi chamocha po'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh noratilot osefele. Your children recognize your sovereignty as you split the sea before Moses. This is my God, they responded and said, Adonai will reign forever and ever. Malchutecha ra'uvanecha bokeh yam lifnei Moshe ze'eli anu v'amru Adonai yimloch la'olam va'ed. And so it is written, salvation. Adonai has rescued Jacob and redeemed him from the hand of those more powerful than he. Baruch atah Adonai, who redeemed the people Israel. And now we're on page 45 for Hashkivenu. And a reminder, when the Hashkivenu was first composed, it was composed by an individual who was to recite it in his own mind as he was going to go to sleep at night. It was paired with the Shema on the bed. And we have no way of knowing exactly what was going through this person's mind 1,800 years ago. But he needed a sense of calm and ease. And Hashkivenu came forth, paired with the Shema. And what's striking is that this individual needed something of calm and ease, but he didn't write this prayer for himself. He wrote a prayer for everyone. He could have written Hashkiveni, oh God, help me to sleep in calm and peace tonight. Help me to get up tomorrow morning and know that I'm okay. But he didn't. He said, we're all in this world together. And Hashkivenu, which was established as a nighttime, private, silent, personal reflection just before going to sleep, left that element, which we call the Shema, on the bed, the nighttime Shema, and came to the evening service. And that teaches me that I can't pray only for my own needs. For prayer to be meaningful, I have to reach out for people beyond me. And if I can sense the needs of others, then that enriches who I am as a prayerful person. That's what Hashkivenu is all about. So tonight we say on page 45, Hashkivenu Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel, and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. For you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem and the world. The top of page 46. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti la'olam, oti la'olam, oti la'olam, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael, et ha-Shabbat, la'asod et ha-Shabbat, le'dorotam b'rito. Ki sheshet yamim asaranai, asaranai, et hashamayim v'et ha'aretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam b'rito. Uvayom hashvi, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam b'rit olam. Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitgadol v'yitgadosh Shemei Rabbah
Amen.
Le'alma Divra Kirute V'yamli Nahute
B'chayechon v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael Bagala Bagala u'v'zman kariv v'imero Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach La'alam Li'almei Almaya Yitbarach.
Yitbara V'yishlaba V'yitpar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yithaleh V'yithalal Shemei Dekudesha
Brechu.
Le'ela Minko Birhata V'shirata
Tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran ba'alma v'imeru. Amen. Stay up here. Before we rise for the Amida, just a thought looking at page 47, which is the opening bracha of the Amida. Looking at the English side, whether you're looking at the traditional side, which speaks only of the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whether you're looking at the more contemporary side, which speaks of our patriarchs and matriarchs, the last 5 lines. You, God, remember the loving deeds of our ancestors. The entry into nighttime, to make nighttime marked for you and me. The prayer says, we know that our ancestors did deeds that mattered to the universe. And you, God, remember them. That's how we start our prayer. God, remember the good things, the righteous things that our ancestors did that made a difference in the world. Now we have a wonderful baby here, which reminds us, God bless, we're ancestors and we're also descendants. What are the righteous deeds that you and I are doing in our lifespan that matter to the universe, that matter to the creator of all reality? And that means teenagers too. What are the deeds that merit being paid attention to by God? That's how we mark nighttime, and actually daytime as well. So in a few moments when we rise, we can follow the traditional text, 47 to 52 on the pages, or we can just pause and think about the deeds that have marked our past by our ancestors, and the deeds that are marking our present by our recent ancestors and us, and the deeds that will make a difference into the future through us and our descendants. And we have one right here. We rise to silent prayer. shush a baby. Don't ever shush a baby. Don't ever shush a baby. Let the baby talk. Let the baby cry. Let the baby make noise. The baby's changing the world. Boy, you know what magnificent is? Magnificent. Magnificent. Oi, oi. Beautiful baby. You too. God had something to do with it as well. Asher Kechanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu ladiner shel Chanukah. We're all familiar with this phrase because we said it 8 nights in a row. Asher Kechanu, you made us holy by designating us as being the ones who are authorized to light the Hanukkah flames. Ladiner shel Shabbat, to light the Shabbat flames, to light the flames for Pesach, Shavuos, Sukkot, Rosh Hashanah, and Yom Kippur. We know the word ner. We said it so many times. Ner means flame or candle. And because you are now experts in Hebrew, and you know a few other words, you now know a very important sentence from the Bible. You know the word Adonai. What is Adonai? God. That's God's name. So, Neshama. What's a neshama?
Soul.
The soul. What's Adam? Person, man, humanity. An incredible phrase from the book of the Bible known as Mishlei Proverbs. Ner Adonai Nishmat Adam. The flame of God is the soul of man. Flame of God is the soul of man. And it can refer to all humanity or one individual at a time. The flame of God is the soul of a person. The flame of God is the soul of you, of you, of you, of each one of us, including the magnificent one over there. The flame of God. When you hear the term flame of God, what goes right through your mind and your heart? The flame of God. What does that tell you? Light. What else? The flame of God. What do you think? Any ideas? May? The flame of God? What's that mean? Louder. Flame of God is the soul. So let's think about it for just a minute, because we've just become expert at Lahalik Ner Shel, because we just did it 8 nights in a row. And picture all those Ner, the Nerot, the flames that we just kindled. And think about the nature of the flame, how it flutters and waxes and wanes and has different colors, different textures, seems very soft, yet it's formidable. It can warm, it can light, it can chase away the darkness, chase away the cold. Flame of God. Maybe what it means when we say the flame of God is the soul of a person, we can think about how it waxes and wanes and ascends and descends, warms and is powerful. Flame of God will never go away, and that is within each and every one of us. And I want us to stop and think about what it means that each and every one of us is the vessel which is authorized and privileged to bear and to contain the flame of God. Next part. What do we know of the soul? Do we Jews talk about the soul? And when we Jews talk about the soul, and it's described in different parts of the prayer book and in the Bible, firstly, the soul is considered pure. Secondly, the soul is considered unending. So it's pure and it's unending. And now let's bring it back to what we've already learned from this phrase found in the book of Proverbs. The flame of God is the soul of a person. It is pure. It is unending. And that's what I want us to think about tonight. Because we've just finished lighting all those Nerot. And now the Hanukkot are being put away, the wax is being cleaned up, decorations are being put away. If you had a lot of presents, they're being sorted and stacked. And some of the hubbub and the excitement of the holiday of Hanukkah, which is a minor holiday, is subsiding. Hanukkah is considered a minor holiday or a half holiday because it's not in the Torah. It's not in any books of the Hebrew Bible. It happens far after the Bible closes. It's a minor holiday. But we can take hold of the significance of the term ner because we know it so well. And we can take hold of something that is of drama and of power from the Bible, knowing that each and every one of you is something that is unending and pure and magnificent and illuminating, giving of warmth, of light. Each one of you is in effect a mirror of a little bit of God's own warmth and light. This world is spinning out of control. And I wonder, what can we as Jews share first with ourselves and the rest of the world? And tonight, because I'm still thinking about Hanukkah and flame, I share this sentence from the Bible, which has gone out for 3,000 years from our handwriting from the land of Israel out into the world. And that's what you and I can share. That each and every one of us is a vessel, a vehicle to convey beauty and love and purity and care and warmth and giving and faith and hope. That's what we can bring to our world today. And if every single one of us goes out into the world with the confidence that each one of us, he, she, is a messenger of, a conveyor of beauty and purity, love, honor, respect that is unending and connected to the source of the universe, we'll bring some light into a world that seems to be on the verge of darkness. Shabbat Shalom. We rise now for the Aleinu. Ladies, the Aleinu is on page number 56. The Aleinu is on page number 56. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol latet gedula liotzer breshit shelo asanu kgoyei haratzot velo samanu k'mishpachot adama shelo sam chelkeinu kahem v'goraleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu noteh shamayim v'yoser haaretz umoshav yekaro bashamayim mimal ushchinatu zo begavhei meromim hu Eloheinu eno od emet malkeinu efes zulato kakatu b'torato v'yadata hayom v'shevota el levavecha ki Adonai hua Elohim b'shamayim mimal v'al haaretz mitachat enod. Okay, Kakatu b'toratecha Adonai yimloch la'olam va'ed v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad Ushema echad. Please now remain standing on page number 58 in the Kadisha tome. And we need to remind ourselves that in addition to the ordinary calendar, our synagogue has a calendar. And our synagogue has been maintaining this calendar for nearly 130 years. And when somebody loses a family member, that loss is recorded in the synagogue calendar. And every year on the anniversary of that loss, we remember that person, even if they no longer have family here in Mobile. That name belongs to all of us for 130 years. That shows how much we care about every single individual who walks in this door from 130 years ago until right now and on into the future. And the names to remember this Shabbat are Fanny Mitchell, David Lifshitz, Max Buckman, George Heyman, Al Kahn, Anna Duberman, Cyril Rich, Florence Kaslow, Sam Berger, Lee Kleinerman, Irving Kahn, Marion Michelle, Rebecca Hoffman, Esther Weinberg, David Saul Bernstein, Sonia Sedlin, Frida Chasson Gelberman, John Roberts. We are sorry to announce the recent loss of Marjorie Slavin. Many of us knew and cared for and loved and respected her as a good friend. She died out of state, and she was buried in Ohio. Remember Marjorie Slavin. Are there any other names to mention this evening? Lynn Aldies. Thank you, Minette. Ricky just mentioned that Lynn Aldies died out of state. We knew Lynn Aldies years ago. Lynn Aldies died. Did you say yesterday, Ricky? So he died in Arizona. And we're thinking about all of our people, and there are people, all the people who were attacked in New Orleans. And all they were doing is just being ordinary people walking along the street wanting to go to a football game. And when such cruelty and wickedness happens, it's because there are people out there who don't understand how precious life is, how unimaginably beautiful every single person on this planet is. Life. That's why we say Kaddish, because of life. Remember, the word death doesn't appear in Kaddish, but life appears repeatedly in Kaddish. And we're also remembering all of those who were stolen from us in Israel by the attacks of Hamas. Kaddish is on page number 58. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba. Amen. Be'olma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute. B'chaye chon uv'yome chon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'zaman kariv v'meru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabba mivarach la'alam ul'olmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yit hadar v'yit aleh v'yit halal shemei dekudesha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran ba'olma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. We dedicate our prayer to life and peace. And we are seated. We'll conclude in just a minute. The reason we have this songbook out is that in the internal flap, there's another song sheet. This song sheet is I'm Gonna Light Up the Trees. This song is from Peter Himmelman and David Broza. David Broza is a very well-known Israeli contemporary musician. This song came out a number of years ago, but it's just fun, and we're still on the tail end of Hanukkah, so let's sing along with Peter Himmelman and David Broza. I'm Gonna Light Up the Trees. It's the song in the interior flap.
Light up the trees, light up the birds, light up the letters, light up the words, light up the desert, light up the town, light up the evening when the sun goes down. We'll be lighting up all over the world, lighting up every boy and every girl. Ain't gonna be no shadows when the flame starts to curl. They'll be lighting up the world. Light up the hills and light up the wind. Illuminate the fire of your soul deep within. Light up the rings of Saturn. Light up the moon. Bring hope to the lonely lovers whose lives are in ruin. Lighting up all over the world. Lighting up every boy and every girl. Gonna rise like a phoenix and shine like a pearl. Lighting up the world. Light up the minutes, light up the year. Light up the darkness of depression and fear. Light up the oil, light up the gas. Light up the future and light up the past. Come on, light it up all over the world, yeah. Lighting up every boy and every girl. Ain't gonna be no shadows when the flame starts to curl. Gonna be lighting up the world, yeah. Light up the fields, light up the streams, light up the visions, light up the dreams. Light up the spirit, light up the ground, light up the lost and light up the found. Come on, lighting up all over the world, yeah. Lighting up every boy and every girl. Gonna rise like a phoenix, gonna shine like a pearl. Gonna be lighting up the world, lighting up all over
Shabbat Shalom and happy post-Hanukkah. Good Shabbos, folks. Thanks for joining in. May God bless you. You're important to us. You are a bracha. We love you. May you have shalom. Until we see each other in the future.